In today's episode, I am watching and reacting to episode 1, season 3 of Outlander, from right here on Culloden Moor, next to the Clan Fraser Memorial Stone. Outlander Farm, how is it going? Today is a very important special day for Outlander fans. It's 10th of September 2017, which means season 3 is finally here. The wait is over. Droughtlander is over. I'm actually here at the Culloden battlefield near Inverness to celebrate this very special occasion with you guys. Today I thought I would do an Outlander reaction video. I'm going to watch season 3, first episode, and we're going to talk through it. So if you've not seen this first episode of season 3 as of yet, this video may contain a couple of little spoilers. And of course, of all the locations I could start this Outlander vlog of the first episode of season 3, it's right here at the Fraser clan burial site. Are we about to find out if Jamie died in the Battle of Culloden? I hope not. Claire came here in season 2 when she was into the future again and trying to find out frantically if Jamie had survived the battle or not. We find out that actually Jamie probably had survived the battle. We don't know for sure, but we think he has. I'm pretty sure we're going to find out today exactly the fate of Jamie and the clansmen. I am standing right in the middle at the moment of the Culloden battlefield, which is quite an impressive place. I can't believe I've never been here before. Every Scottish person should come and learn about this place. I'm very glad Outlander has showed me the light. So this actually behind me is the memorial for the battlefield and all the people who died here. Something like 1,500 clansmen and members of the Jacobite army died here and were buried here. So season 2 of Outlander, what we know is Jamie and Claire try desperately to avert this war because they know in history what is likely to happen if the battle goes ahead. They don't want Jamie to go to this battle because obviously bad things were going to happen. But everything they tried failed. They tried poisoning Prince Charlie, but it didn't work. So they knew that Jamie was ultimately going to have to lead the men out to fight here on Culloden battlefield, on the Culloden Moor. What happens is they decide to put Claire back through the stones. It's the only way to keep her safe from history. Jamie decides that is the best option. So they go back to the stones, Claire goes back through, and Jamie goes on to the battle. And we don't know what then happens, and we're going to find out, hopefully, in today's episode. I guess the one big question, I think we can say with quite a lot of certainty that Jamie's not going to die from this war. I guess the one big question mark of the person who I wouldn't like to see die that I think might die is Murtagh. Who knows? Does he survive this battle? That is something we're going to have to wait and see in the episode. I'm really excited. It's going to get dark soon. I need to rush home, watch this episode, and let's talk about it as soon as I do. I have just watched episode 1 of season 3 of Outlander, the premiere. I have been moved in so many different ways by that episode. Like, wow. Before I get into it, I really want to talk about Culloden. Everybody in Scotland must go there, understand what happened there and why it happened. I had no idea about the Jacobites and their cause, what they were fighting for. Culloden battlefield is a place where so many Scottish clans people died, and it kicked off a whole load of consequences for Scotland and the end of the clan system and the deaths and the exportation of many thousands of Scottish people. And it must be said that Culloden battlefield is a memorial site, but not just a memorial site, it is also a burial site, and it must be respected as such. It is a TV programme, Outlander, that we're watching, but it also reflects on a true burial ground, and we need to do that history honour. But I want to say thank you to Diana Gabaldon, Outlander, for giving me the interest in what was a really significant piece of history in Scotland. Without Diana Gabaldon's storytelling, without Outlander, I would not have known anything about this because I had no interest. And since they did not teach this history at school, I had no reason to go back through it and look up on my own right. But following Diana's stories in Outlander, I have been so fascinated by the real history of what happened at Culloden and that whole era with the Jacobites. I've not shown much in this video earlier on, but I did a big tour of Culloden battlefield and a couple of other interesting sites that appeared in Outlander, and they will feature in a vlog right here on my channel, probably tomorrow. But on this episode specifically, I wanted to focus on the episode The Battle Joined. What a name. And what an episode. And as I said, guys, there's spoilers on this, so if you haven't watched the episode, please do switch this off right now and come back to it once you have watched the episode. This is the discussion for people who have watched the new episode, the new season, and God, like, I'm just so emotional right now. It was so heavy, so intense, and I think the thing that got it for me is because I was already feeling quite emotional and tense following my trip to Culloden battlefield. Like, I felt the souls on the ground there. I felt their presence, their lives, and I just felt like the whole place was still alive. And then all of a sudden to be thrust into the picture of the battlefield in Outlander, as it probably would have looked with all the people there dead.
Sire, give the command to charge while there is still a chance.
It was just really, really emotional and tense, really, really tense, guys, because there's quite a few moments throughout the episode that we're thinking, Jamie, how are you going to get out of this now?
And broken trust.
The history is this. After the battle, all the bodies were laying out on the battlefield, and people obviously were not dead, and any of those who did breathe or moved, the British army came along afterwards and killed anyone. There was no quarter given to any man on that battlefield afterwards. No matter what stage of wounded they were executed on that field afterwards. And of course we see Jamie and a couple of clansmen gather together and get out into a building not far away, but we know what's going to happen next. But listen, one thing I just want to talk about, right? This is really getting to me. Blackjack Randall. It is in this episode that we get a glimpse that Jamie has killed him, and indeed the body of Blackjack Randall, in falling on top of Jamie, actually saves his life. I don't think we're given enough context and detail about how that battle ensued. We see a very brief fight between Jamie and Blackjack Randall, but it just kind of passes by in a haze, and Blackjack Randall is all of a sudden dead. And I'm left thinking I wanted to see more, because of course we saw Jamie and Blackjack Randall go through so much together in Series 2 and Series 1. They had a lot of history, and we wanted to see that play out. We wanted to see Jamie take his vengeance in the most bloody form possible, and it just didn't happen. It happened very, very quick, and almost like a puff. Blackjack Randall was suddenly dead. And you know what? It's not been confirmed yet. We didn't see exactly how it played out. Like, there was very little context. It was just like a couple of characters snuffed out. Jamie manages to get away up against all the odds. Like, he had no chance of surviving that. This is the thing that bothers me about this episode slightly, right? We were not shown explicitly that Blackjack Randall was dead. We saw him motionless on top of Jamie, but we didn't see that he was dead. And I'm left thinking, is he dead? Or is he not dead? We think he's dead, but we don't really know. What we do know is Jamie survived, but what about Blackjack Randall? He's one of the key characters. I think we can safely say that nobody really likes Blackjack Randall, but we can all acknowledge it was a very important character in the series so far. If any of you guys have read the books already, you will of course already know the answer to that, and hopefully you don't give me any spoilers. What I really, really hope now is that that is revisited. I hope that Jamie, after he comes to his senses, because let's face it, he's very, very injured at the moment, and he goes off to Lallybroch, I hope that when he comes to his senses, he tells us that story of what happened between him and Blackjack Randall, and I hope we get that kind of closure, because I feel that's what we're missing at the moment. We're missing closure, because it can't just end like that. I feel that it's like almost been robbed away from us. I mean, maybe the subject of Culloden battle and all the gory details of what actually happened there is just too much to kind of give it any more details in what is a fictitious tale of Outlander. Maybe it just cannot be matched because of how real the details of Culloden were. Like, I don't know, maybe that is what it is, and maybe we are just to be left like that. I just something in me doesn't believe that that is the end of Blackjack Randall. Really great episode, but after coming back from Culloden itself, I just feel totally drained. I guess the other couple of things we're left hanging is a lot of the characters from season 1 and 2 that we've grown to like, the clan members, we don't really know their fate. We don't know who died in that battlefield yet. And that's what I'm saying, like, I don't think we can be left like that. And also, guys, the next big thing we're left thinking about is Murtagh. Murtagh, what happened to him? We don't know. Murtagh didn't even appear in it. Like, he was part of that battle and he would have been in with those other men, but like, what happened to Murtagh? We're left hanging. We cannot be left like that. I think in the next couple of episodes we're going to see exactly what happened in that battle. But then of course there's Rupert. He's one of the characters that we do get a little bit of closure of. Rupert is executed. But also it gets us thinking about real life. Bonnie Prince Charlie. I don't know much about Bonnie Prince Charlie, but I want to learn more after what I've seen through Outlander, and obviously going to the Battle of Culloden. He would have had a lot to answer for. He came to the battlefield at such an important stage of his war. He sent his troops off on bizarre missions, tired them out, they didn't get fed, and ultimately it was his decisions that lost all those people's lives. I think here in Scotland we've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with Bonnie Prince Charlie. Like, a lot of Scottish people supported the Bonnie Prince Charlie cause and obviously took up arms for him. They helped him get into Scotland, raise an army, and then after Culloden they gave everything they could to make sure that Bonnie Prince Charlie escaped. People risked their lives to help Bonnie Prince Charlie get away. I do feel that this first premiere episode leaves us with far more questions than it does answers. But I guess that's good because it's a series and we're going to find out in forthcoming episodes what actually happened. I just think it's been done so well. Like obviously within the story of Diana Gabaldon's books, but transferred onto screen in Outlander, the TV series, I think it's just been done so well. Many of the historic facts have been very accurate. Outlander, I am totally gripped. I just think it's a brilliant show. For what it's done to Scotland, in terms of bringing people into Scotland, getting the interest up, incredible. In terms of being a Scotsman and actually getting some historical context, I think it's been incredible. It has given me a little taste and a desire to learn more about Scottish history. And hopefully a lot more people in Scotland will feel the same. But yeah, we wait for the next episode now with a deep sense of anticipation. I cannot wait for the next episode and the rest of the season to play out. It was so great to go to Culloden and do a little bit of exploring myself, the place where this episode actually kicks off. And as I say, the next episode in this vlog is going to be from Culloden and another little surprise for you, so I hope you enjoy it. If any of you guys ever get the opportunity to go to Culloden, whether you want to learn about the Outlander side of it or not, it's such an important place to go. I really felt the spirits on that moor were alive and were present among us. Like, that's not something I say lightly. It was just such an atmospheric, eerie place. And of course we know how horrific that battle was. But other than that, I've got a little bit of news for you. I've only got a couple more days here in Scotland and then I am travelling. So I've got a couple more vlogs that I've filmed that I will be publishing on this channel, but after that I'm doing a 2-week stint in New York City in America and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I just hope that I can watch Outlander over there. It's going to be great, and actually I'm going to plan to vlog almost every day if I can. So I'm so excited. This is going to be great. New York is probably one of my favourite places in the world that I've never really spent much time in. In my imagination, it's my favourite place in the world. Now I'm actually going to spend a couple of weeks there. I'm going to be staying in Brooklyn with a group of friends. We're going to be going to a wedding. We've got a lot planned and I just can't wait. So that's what this vlog is going to be the next few weeks. A lot of New York and a Scottish person's perspective of New York. And of course I will be doing more Outlander stuff as well throughout. So thanks for watching, guys. Please do leave your comments down below. I really appreciate them. And also I would like to get your perspective on this episode. I really appreciate all your support as well over on Patreon. If you would like to see me go to any specific locations from Outlander, please do go over to my Patreon page and you can find out exactly how you can contribute and suggest locations for me to feature in this vlog. I hope you guys have a really great morning, afternoon, evening, night time, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are in the world. Take care.